Welcome, everyone. You can't see Santa smile under that huge beard, but he is smiling, as are his wife, Mrs. Claus, and his elf Andrew. So welcome to Beyond the Briefcase. We are celebrating Christmas in July. Imagine that, something exciting to be able to share with people. And of course, we're here with Beyond the Briefcase thinking about what are the things that we can do, what are the changes that we need to make. We've got that sound back again.
Yeah.
I don't know what the difference. Now it's gone. Okay. Hopefully everything's going to go well. It's really weird, folks. Sorry about this. I don't know what to do.
Well, let's just continue.
We'll carry okay.
The show must go on. The show must go on. We love technology.
Anything that can go wrong does, and we still manage to move on. All right, here we are. We're talking about, as I said, Christmas in July, and Christmas in July is something I had not heard of, but it's fun. Barbara's the one that was talking about it, and Jim was the one, Santa Jim, who says, hey, let's make this happen. So a little bit of story about myself. My mother was very good at buying me things that I wanted or needed for Christmas, but you know what? I found the bills. I didn't even have to go look for them. They just sort of showed up in front of my eyes. And I thought, isn't this interesting? The one I remember the most was the skates. I went into the cupboard to get the butter for my toast, and there was the bill for my skates. So fun times in terms of Christmas. We all have different memories, and we are talking about Christmas in July. So Barbara, tell us your story.
Yeah, I'm Barbara Ellison, and founder of Wellness Playroom. Has a kid growing up in Montreal, Canada. We had a DJ, and now I don't remember his name, but the radio station was CJAD. But they used to do Christmas in July, and we would have Christmas music, and just to bring about what Christmas means. I mean, yes, for me, it was the spiritual side of going to church and all of those things. But sometimes it was the fun stuff of Christmas, of just getting into that spirit of kindness and let's be nice to each other. That people tend to be more at Christmas time. And you know what? That habit from the time I was a kid, I still do it. And I listen to Christmas music, especially in July, but throughout the year, because it brings that sense of community and that sense of being part of something bigger than ourselves. And that's what to me was what part of Christmas music. In fact, yesterday I listened to Silent Night, and just all different versions of Silent Night come on and one of the things that I have is it's called my Surprise Me playlist. And so all these music and then I hit random. And so randomly music will come on, and sometimes it's Christmas, sometimes it's opera, sometimes it's country and Western. Most of the time it's praise. But it just gives you that sense of just let's have Christmas, that feeling of Christmas. So yes. Yeah.
And that's what we're talking about, that feeling of Christmas. There's so many feelings with it. Well, Santa Jim, let's go to you. Tell us about why you're having Christmas in July.
Christmas in July. I have Christmas every year, or every day of the year, so it doesn't matter. We just got thinking about the situation the world is in now and what a turmoil we're in, and we just thought Christmas is such a happy time. It doesn't have to be all about the gifts and stuff like that. It's about the love and stuff like that is very important. I did a Christmas in July for our football team this last year, and it went over really well. And there was an opposition scout in the audience there, in the crowd, and he got it, and they took it back to their city. And this year they had a Christmas in July. So it's all about spreading the word and getting everything. I'm always in meetings with different companies and stuff like that, and how, just bring the love on, and everybody should get together and treat each other the way we used to treat us years and years ago, when we didn't have all this fighting and all this other kind of stuff. So we just want to spread the love and get everybody happy and loving each other.
Wonderful.
Right, AJ?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
That's my
Hey.
head elf there.
oh, head
I'm
elf.
just
Okay.
wondering. I'm just wondering if you guys actually know, AJ, what's an elf's favorite food?
Well, varies from a few different things, but alphagetti is definitely up there.
Alphagetti.
Love it.
So, yeah. So we just want everybody to see. We want everybody laughing and smiling and treating each other the way we should be treating each other.
Making those connections. That makes
Yeah.
total sense.
So,
Total sense.
Yeah, I'm always in a lot of meetings and stuff like that with different corporations and stuff like that. The city of Regina. Regina is one of the stop-off places that I have. Nepal, and I've got 4 places where I use as stop-offs, where I go in between
Mhm.
and spend some time there. So, yeah, that's
Wonderful.
basically what it's all about.
So Santa Jim, tell us, how did you get started doing this?
Well, I got started, Mrs. Claus here. I just wanted to date her, and her dad got one year he got a Christmas suit, and he did Santa Claus for a while, a year or so, and then he got tired of it, so he threw it at me and he said, "Here, you go do it." So I just wanted to make him happy and make everybody happy. So I took it over, and I've done it ever since. And there's something about the kids and even the adults. I have a lot of fun with the adults, and just try to make everybody happy wherever we go.
Well, and just even the clothing that you've got on there, your summer shirt.
Yeah, this is my summer attire. I don't want to be wearing my big, heavy winter jacket everywhere I go, so I have a summer outfit that I have. And yeah,
And Mrs.
whenever
Claus,
we're
you must have
working.
a terrible time trying to keep up with them.
I do. I do. Mrs. Claus also still has a full-time job that she does as well.
Wow.
And Mrs. Claus spends her summers out in the community volunteering for different charities. So Mrs. Claus has done 3 golf tournaments this year, raising almost $100,000 for charities. So that's what my Christmas in July looks like, is giving back to the community and just being at the forefront and helping the less fortunate. Different charities like Canadian Mental Health and that kind of thing, things that are important in helping us get to the happiness in July, the Christmas in July that we're striving for. So that's how Mrs. Claus spends her summers usually.
She doesn't even golf.
Well,
Mrs.
that
Claus is a social butterfly.
social butterfly, but that
And
whole
AJ,
concept of generosity, it's
Right.
evident with you. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I cut you off there, Santa.
oh, that's okay. I was just going to say to AJ, he spends all his time. He's my head elf, so he does everything that I don't do. So
Well, give
he's
us
in
an idea
charge
what
of.
a day's like there.
We brought some of the things that AJ. Do you want to just
They can't see, you have to move it this way.
this way?
There.
This is one of the things that AJ invented.
Oh, really?
All right.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then over here we
it's an
have
old-fashioned
AJ.
TV, right?
Here, AJ. This is one of yours, the Santa cam. You hang it on the tree,
Uh-huh.
and the kids think that Santa's watching them all the time. So
Oh,
it's like a camera.
oh, it's wonderful.
Wow. That is so cool, Andrew.
Parents need that, Andrew.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
And then we've got our elf books, and "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," of course, is the favorite. Uh, AJ made this thing up, Santa bobblehead.
You're very creative, Elf. I'm
Oh,
not surprised
he's
at all.
amazing.
I can't take all the credit. I can't take all the credit, but
You can
And
take
we've
some.
got a Santa Claus back there, and we've got some Santa Claus all over. So we're always in the mood because we've always got Santa Claus stuff. We're always working on different things, and of course, AJ's so busy he doesn't get time to sleep hardly. That's
Mhm.
why his hair is so bushy.
oh yeah, kept me up all night last night.
Oh,
So, AJ, what's your favorite thing to do?
Um, just watching everything come together, just coordinating everybody in the workshop, watching it all come together.
Perfect.
It's amazing. Truly a sight.
and the other elves, are they ever naughty?
Yeah.
I can't disclose that information.
Darn. Here we thought we had the inside scoop.
Oh, they're always playing tricks on Santa Claus too. So hiding my slippers and you
Oh,
know, yeah. So when I go out to feed the reindeer, they got the reindeer food. They hide it all over the place, and then they sit back and they laugh at me. And of course, he's the ringleader.
I can imagine. Oh my. And so when we think about that, just that night before, that must be the craziest time for you.
Oh, yeah, everybody's scurrying around, moving. Everybody has a job to do,
Mhm.
so they're all moving in places. It's just like a well-oiled machine, though, and everybody works to get me ready so that everything goes good. With, of course, we have elves that look after the sleigh and making sure it's working properly, and again, we got to train the reindeer. We got to make sure they're in tip-top shape.
Mhm.
And this year, I made another set of reindeer because you got Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donder, and Blitzen. And so, in case somebody gets sick or whatever, I have to have somebody ready to take their place. So I've
Oh.
got another team of 8 reindeer. And if you go to my website at Santa HQ, you'll see the names of the other 8 reindeer that are ready to take their place in case something happens.
Okay, Santa, I'm going to ask a question.
Hmm.
Do you have a favorite reindeer?
Well, they all have their own, nuances. They're, playful. Some are dancing. They're all my favorites. I couldn't pick one of them.
Oh, you're just like a parent.
Yeah. It's hard to pick a child. Yeah.
Exactly. And I see Mrs. Claus shaking her head up and down. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. She looks after the reindeer too, so she has a special place in her heart for all the reindeer, and I can't say enough of how much work that she does also, and she does all the baking. She keeps me looking trim and
Jolly.
yeah,
Jolly.
I jolly, yeah. I went on a new exercise program this year.
Oh,
I get up in the morning and I run around the block, and then I kick the block back under the bed and I jump back into bed.
I
Now-
have to admit, I used to do that. I would be up at 5 o'clock, go out for a long walk, and come back and get back in bed.
Uh-huh.
seriously.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did that. I did that for years.
You guys are too funny. Okay. Here's a question for Mrs. Claus. What's the most amazing thing that you've seen Santa do?
The most amazing thing I've seen Santa do is something that Santa is very, very well known for, and that's magic.
Ah,
When Santa walks into a room, the room turns magical. Santa is such a well-known celebrity, if you will, that the second the kids hear his voice for the first time and see him,
uh-huh.
that's the most magical thing. Santa makes Christmas, and it's almost like that very first Christmas party sets the tone for the kids for the entire Christmas season.
How ex-
We visit a lot of children, and I have witnessed children throwing a huge fit and crying, and they turn around and they see Santa Claus, and everything stops. So I would say the most amazing thing is the magic and the way he has in making everybody feel okay.
Wonderful. Oh, that's exciting. Good show.
It's all
Dear.
about the kids, honestly. Just to see him sit down and have a bunch of kids in front of him reading them the night before Christmas. Um, to see the kids that are a little apprehensive about visiting with Santa and sitting on his knee, but then all of a sudden something within them sparks and they realize that he's not just this larger than life person, that he's actually
I'm not
Santa.
that big.
So,
Getting there.
that I would say is the most magical thing. And I would wish everybody would be able to see that because I think that would change our world in a huge way.
Mhm.
There's a lot to be said for that. There's not very much joy as we hear what's going on these days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah. A friend of mine, her dad would do the same thing, and he would dress up full suit in just in his Santa Claus, and he would pick one night, a nice night, here in Chicago. It got cold, so it was a nice night, but a winter night, and he would go around and look for houses that had, I mean, like random houses, and he would go around and look for where there were cars and obviously a party going on, and he would crash the party as Santa Claus. And of course, the owners were like, "Who is this person?" They knew who he was, but who hired him? Nobody hired him, and that became part of the mystery: is who hired Santa Claus.
I
Of
have
course,
a story
people
for
like,
you that
oh,
something that happened to me. My best friend, we always in the summertime and stuff we get and say we should get together and we never do and we never did. And so one day I was coming home from a party and I said to Mrs. Claus, I'm going to stop and just go into the house while I walk. I said, park around the side so they can't see who the car. And I walked back in, and the kids saw me in the window, and they all ran and opened the door, of course, and they wanted Santa to come in. So I came in, and all his family was there, and I knew his family, so I had all the dope on him, and I could talk about stuff that, how does he know that? Anyway, to make a long story short, I went up into the living room where the kids were and walked around and that. And then I was leaving, and he was standing at the door in his stocking feet. And so I was walking down the sidewalk and around the corner, and he was out in the snowbank trying to see who this was. And he said to his wife, well, who was that? And she said, I don't know. I thought you brought him here. And so a couple of days later, Mrs. Claus ran into her, and she said, "You look terrible." She says, "Well, I haven't slept in 2 days." And she said, "Why?" And Mrs. Claus said, Mrs. Claus said, "Why are you not sleeping?" She said, "Well, there was a Santa Claus came into our house, and he was checking out the house and the presents, and I think he was going to come back and steal the presents." So she hadn't slept. And Mrs. Claus, of course, she was started to chuckle a little bit, and she looked at her and she said, "It was you, wasn't it?" And she hauled off and punched her in the shoulder. So I'm
Oh,
writing 3 books right now. I'm getting them published.
Wow.
things that happened on, you know, in my travels and stuff like that. I have one book is just filled with different things like this Christmas story, and yeah, there. I caught a doctor one time stealing a Christmas tree out of her office, and I told her I was going to call the police. She didn't know who I was, and she was really because I said you can't be stealing a Christmas tree at Christmas time, so I'm going to have to phone the police. But I finally had to tell her because she was kind of getting scared that I was going to call the police. But things
Oh,
like that, stories that happen, you have to read about them in the book. But the other book's about a hockey game between the Elves and the Yeti,
Mm.
and the
oh,
third one
tell us
is
who the Yeti are.
a day in the life of, and then there's Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, elves, reindeer. Everybody has a day in the life.
Ah,
So that's what we're working on now, and
excellent.
hopefully everybody will be happy when they read them.
Santa, can you tell us who the Yeti are?
Who the Yeti are? They're these big monster guys that, and of course you got the elves, and that's another thing too is the elves now. The government got in touch with me and said that I can't have just elves there. I can't go by height. I got to have like tall people too. So I can't discriminate, I guess you'd call it.
So
So
Santa
I got to get
has to
some
be
bigger
able to.
elves, right, AJ?
Yeah, certainly makes some of our jobs
He's
easier, that's for
he's
sure.
taller than Santa Claus.
Ah, so, but okay, here's a question for our elf. So are you involved in the recruitment of the other elves? So you have to follow these government regulations as well?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely been a change, but I'm getting used to it. And as I said, having taller hands, well, that doesn't really make sense, but you get what I mean. Having more people on deck to help, varying from different heights, certainly makes different jobs easier.
And so now are some
Yeah.
of the elves female and some of them male as well?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, so we have to mix it.
We're diverse.
Yeah, we're diversifying. Yeah.
Don't
The
let the
North
movies fool you.
Yeah.
the North Pole has become very diverse.
Yeah. And of course, Santa speaks more than one language because, and I tell the kids that when I sit them down, I say, Santa Claus goes to different countries and it's not, you know, Merry Christmas. It's, if you're in Hawaii, it's Halakalika Maka. And so you need to be able to speak different languages.
well, and you were saying that beyond Christmas, you also go and visit. And one of the places you're going recently, or you are just going to, is Kathmandu over in Nepal.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm all over the world. So I have to have these places where I can stop and maybe stay for a little while, like a week or something, if I'm setting something up there. So I'm traveling all over the place, but I've also got these certain places.
And now, does Mrs. Claus and your elves, do they travel with you as well?
Not all the time. AJ comes with me sometimes,
Ah,
just to keep me in line, that's all.
oh, so you need to be kept in
Mrs.
line.
Claus is she's there, she keeps me in line, and if she can't come, then she sends him.
Fair enough. I'll
But
bet he's
Mrs.
hard to
Claus
keep.
she does love to go out and attend some Christmas parties and see some kids and be able to get some baby cuddles, because that is also what Christmas is all about, is the new lives and baby's first Christmas and all of these things that you can tie into Christmas and family and love and joy.
Yeah.
Those are the things that we need to remember, not all of the hate and things that are going on in the world. So really promoting joy and love all year round.
She's really great because, since I started bringing her to some of the parties that I have, um, she starts to, well, she can remember the kids' names.
Wow.
from one year to the next. And so that always helps when you can call the child by their name. I try
That's a
to
big
get
gift.
the party to put a name tag on them, so they forget that it's on there, and then I just call them by name, and they just don't know that. When the movie Cars came out, I watched that thing about 18, 20 times. I knew the cars better than the kids did, but and the kid would come into the party, and they'd have a Cars T-shirt on. Well, of course, then I would say, "Well, you like cars," and he's saying, "Well, how does he know that?" Well, you're wearing the T-shirt, so you're always got to be aware of what's going on around you.
Uh-huh.
And the kids that are up in their mother's arms and stuff, I say hi to them, but I don't want to scare them. So, but the end of the party, they're right up there with the other kids because they want to be involved in that too, and they don't want to miss anything. So they come along. So we
Oh,
don't usually have Mrs. Claus is great. Like I say, she remembers the kids' names and she amazes me sometimes. I can't even remember what I had for lunch, and she can remember all these names.
that's a big asset, and not everybody
Yeah,
has that gift.
yeah.
That's
Everybody likes to be called by their name.
True.
You bet. You bet. Excellent. Good show. So I liked what Mrs. Claus said about the love, the joy, etc., which seems to be missing in our world a lot these days.
Yeah.
So what can we do as the people who are listening? What can we do to make sure that we try to increase that in the world? Any suggestions from the three of you?
Well, I would say it comes with practice. So you don't just do it one time or whatever. You do it all the time. Try and make it a part of your life, and then spread that way.
Hi, beautiful. How are you?
This is Nova. Say
Hi,
hi.
Nova. How are
I
you?
Nova.
Aren't you pretty?
Yeah, you're like
Yeah.
a movie star.
Yeah, I love her glasses.
I
They
do
are
too.
beautiful.
Very cool. All right. Cool. All right.
Okay, that was enough. See you
That
later.
was
You guys.
I'm out of here.
Oh dear, lots of fun. Well, and this element about I love what you're saying about trying one thing a day, just to be perhaps more present, and perhaps
Yeah,
help other people enjoy what they are doing. Thank you. That's really beneficial.
yeah. The yeah, it has to become a habit, and you do it all the time, not just because you want something. It's not all about wanting; it's about giving.
And I think that's one of the things of why we did this show, because at Christmas we tend to be that way,
Yeah,
and so it's always nice to have like for myself, it's always nice to have the reminder.
yeah. And at Christmas time, everybody treats everybody pretty well. It's a different thing, and if we could get that spread out over the whole year, and that's what we're trying to do is make them aware. And there's more and more you hear about at cottages and places like that where they have Christmas in July because those people don't get together at Christmas time. Uh, they have Christmas in July, and it's
Great
very
idea.
special to them.
Oh,
And that's what I'm trying to do, and what I'm trying to get everybody else doing is have Christmas in July. Why couldn't you have one at the cottage or something with your friends? You're with your friends, and then you don't see them all the time, and especially at Christmas time. So have it in July.
that's such a great idea, Santa. And with Barb's discussion about what she has grown up with, I have
Yeah,
decided to have Christmas not in July, but in August, where I'm hoping it's a little cooler because right now it's so warm here in Saskatchewan. So
yeah,
I am planning to have Christmas in August. And with that, now Barbara tells me about exchanging gifts. I've decided that we'll have everybody bring a non-perishable item, and we can give it to one of you donate it to
Okay.
food bank or wherever. So that attitude in
Perfect.
terms
There
of
we
giving,
go.
I love that, Sherry. I love
Yeah,
it.
that's excellent. Yeah,
but I never thought about it before.
yeah.
So
Well,
thank
we're working on Christmas in September now, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up in the studio, and we're gonna have Mrs. Claus and AJ there, and bring your pets. Your
oh,
pets are all part of your family, right?
true.
And how often do you get a chance to get a picture with your pet with Santa Claus? You can't take them
Great
into the
idea.
mall. You know, if you got a pet horse or a pet camel or something. But I'm going to set up an area where you can and you can take your own photos. You got 5 minutes, and you can have video, you can have, interaction with Santa Claus and stuff like that. But, and then the proceeds will go to one of the charities that we're involved in. So
Wonderful.
it's going to help the charities for one thing. You're going to get a really nice picture that you can send to your relatives with your pets.
Mhm.
And you never get a chance to do that.
Fair
But
enough.
we're gonna try and make it happen.
That sounds exciting. So that's going to be happening in September. And you said that that's going to happen in Regina?
Yeah, well, we're gonna start at Regina, then we'll see how it goes, see what kind
Mhm.
of response we get, and take it from there, and then kind of spread it out.
Great
And the
idea.
kids love that too. The kids love to bring their kitties or their dogs to see Santa.
Yeah,
So it really becomes a family outing, right? So, yeah, we enjoy doing that as well.
How exciting. Oh, dear. Well, as we get to wrap up here, what are some of the last exciting words that you've got for us about celebrating the love, the joy, and making the world a better place? Let's start with Santa.
I would say be good to each other, love each other, look after each other. That's very important too. Make sure that you check on maybe an elderly person or something, make sure they're doing okay. We do a lot of daycares and we do a lot of senior citizens places, and we go in there. They get as excited about Santa Claus as they do about um, anything else. So yeah, look
Wonder.
after each other. Make sure everybody's cared for. Show that you care. Show that you love them, and let's spread the word,
Thank you, Santa.
and let's get back to normal.
Well, normal's going to be different, I think. Anyway, Elf AJ, Elf Andrew, tell us what's your
I
thoughts?
think that no matter what situation that you're in or where you are, never lose that hope or feeling of love. Uh, because that can be a major thing that brings people together is the hope and the belief of this big jolly fella right here coming
Yeah,
down your chimney and delivering gifts or overall just using his magic or overall loving personality to bring everybody in the room together.
Wonderful. And he does such a good job of it. Oh, that's fabulous. Mrs. Claus.
I think just remembering that kindness doesn't cost us a thing. And so being kind to each other is free. No matter what's going on in the world, we need to come together and we need to be kind to each other and we need to support where we can. So bring that magic of Christmas into your lives every day. Love everybody. Give if you can. It doesn't have to be a Christmas gift, but like you're doing, uh, taking, non-perishable food, giving it to the food bank. If you have, give. And if you don't have, give kindness and spread joy and love.
Oh, I love what the three of you are saying. Oh, thank you. Barbara, I bet you've got something to add to this.
Just yeah, it is July. Put on some Christmas music. I really encourage you to do that. And it's so funny because sometimes so many people say, but I don't really like Christmas music. There's always one song that you like. There's always one song that somebody says, oh yeah, I like that song.
Barbara, you must know weird people. I've never met anybody that doesn't like Christmas music.
Right.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Once in a while you get them. Just because I love Christmas music. I listen to Christmas a lot. And so yeah, just do that and just remember the reason for the season, I guess is what.
Yeah.
Remember the
Yeah, the
reason.
reason for the season.
I love
And Elvis had a great Christmas song called "Why Can't Every Day Be Like
Like
Christmas?"
Christmas.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh dear, we're showing our age, aren't we?
What a wonderful world it would be.
It's a
Mhm,
wonderful world.
mhm. Yeah, exactly. Oh dear. Well, the spirit of Christmas is about exactly what you just said there, both of you. A season to remember the happiness, a season to, share everything with others. But the other part, I think, is to be thankful. Thankful that we're here and we have that opportunity to share with others, that we have that opportunity to make somebody else's life better.
Right.
Oh dear. Now, Santa Jim, I know you've got another joke for us.
Let me see. Do you know where Santa keeps his money?
Nope.
In a snowbank.
Ah,
Love it.
I'll tell
Cold cash. Cold cash. Well, there we go, ladies and
Cold cash.
gentlemen. Thank you so much, Santa Jim. Thank you, Mrs.
Yep.
Claus. Thank you,
Thank
Elf.
you guys for doing this.
It's been fun. And what a great way to celebrate Christmas in July. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you
Bye,
again.
And AJ is single, so.
Ah, okay.
Wonderful.
Okay, everybody. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.